Okay. Okay. Wow. It can help with viewer retention. It's how you plan content discovery within these kind of platforms. And I think down to the bottom line, it can actually help with your viewer retention, which then, that means more bang for your buck. You're getting more subscribers and keeping the people loyal to whatever platform you're kind of putting out there. The discovery of that content. So content discovery is one of the most important things we look at, is how a person arrives at seeing what they see. So that's probably, I think, the thing we put our most emphasis on when coming up with our UX journey. There's also, there are many factors to it, but I think there's, some things we have to put our finger on and pull out. But personalization in these spaces is also, it's a challenging thing to do because there's so many varieties of users, and we have many ways to kind of figure out who our user base is, and we can kind of bring the correct content and how they'd like it to be delivered to them. So that's pretty much one of our main focuses. But I think when we talk about the ultimate goal is to obviously get as many subscribers and keep them as happy as possible through their journey, and create that what we call stickiness within a platform that keeps you coming back. There's something a little bit intriguing about it every time. There's something that you can kind of find that customizes it or makes it preferential to your tastes and the way you like them. You're delivering the content to a device that maybe have less data or less signal, or even if it's just a hardware issue where it is less capable than the modern devices, we try to make sure that data and optimization is one thing we prioritize across these devices. Doing design and experience design for many years, and I think that is where the true gold comes from, is to really understand your audience, to really capture what they want and deliver to them what they actually feel is a good product, and they would actually themselves become a marketing tool for your product. So performance tools and analytics tools that we use help us a lot when a product has been kind of user tested, as well as when a user or there's actual deployment of the product. We're able to then refine it from there as well. So we take into account that there are users. In the long run, we use a lot of these tools like A/B testing, we use heat mapping, we use a lot of online analytics tools, and we're able to gather that a lot of the data that our users are kind of giving us through using our apps and platforms to better their experience. So we take that data and we're able to refine it. We're able to also find better ways to capture that data, and we're then able to apply that back into new releases or new updates to any one of the platforms that we work on. The most important thing is Hooligan likes to use a very data-driven approach. So when we come up with an analysis or how we would like to approach a new feature or a new UX project, we make sure that it's backed up by massive amounts of research and massive amounts of testing if we need to really explain and make sure that our client is on board with this process. Off with again is understanding the end user, and then from there, when it goes into the UX process, we're able to take that data and we're able to analyze it. We're able to start with creating prototypes and wireframes for things based on that information and the results that we get. And that then moves itself into testing with those prototypes and wireframes, which eventually moves into the process of actually production, and where we move it into dev, and they are able to take what we've designed, and in a lot of cases we get to a pretty high fidelity prototype where these products are almost visible and clickable and interactive for our clients before they're even a real developed product. With even a user survey can be very useful. There are certain platforms that allow us to also create features within the platform that allow a user to give us responsive feedback, or at the end of a journey we've taken them on, we're able to gather some feedback via, even if it's a simple interaction like a star rating or something like that. I think we're all very aware of the AI revolution and the augmented reality, and then even when it comes to media, like what we deal with is like there's a lot of voice activation and voice technology when you look at products like Siri and Alexa and those kind of devices. So there's a lot in those worlds that can be applied to what we do, and we do foresee that a lot of that is coming to our video on demand experience. Again, helps to make it a more customized and more experiential, personalized place for people to go and experience their media. We're all aware of the content war that is out there. The creation of content is becoming so much more accessible for the average person. There's platforms like TikTok and social platforms that are content that people are engaging with in a very different way, which falls within our breadth of work that we do. We're very much focused on content creation and the user being able to engage with that content and even be the content creator themselves. So there's a lot coming in that space where people are just being able to have access to better tools to create content, which allows for bespoke type of content out there, and more of the small players could capture some markets with that kind of technology.